Hey there guys, and welcome back to the Two Players Podcast, episode 14. We are going to discuss news, games we've been playing, and then we're going to discuss our predictions for the NX launch titles, what we want to go and see from the NX when it does launches in terms of games. And then we're going to close out the show by talking about some Steven Universe, because it's been really good lately. So the first piece of news is that there are new Pokemon stuff. There's like new Alola forms.
Yeah, there's Alolan forms, which is basically just like old Gen 1 Pokemon and how they adapted to this new region. So they have like different typings and stuff. So
Yeah.
we have like a
I'm
whole
pretty
new-
sure everyone has seen the Executor
Yeah, the
one.
Executor meme, because it looks so dumb. It's just like a giant palm tree, and it's a dragon. I have no idea why it's a dragon, but it is. I really like this though. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat on how they're trying to go back to old Pokemon and sort of like redesign them for this new region, which is nice. Sandshrew looks pretty nice. There's just like a bunch of new Pokemon news I just can't really keep track of.
Yeah, there's also like
To
Z
be
moves
honest.
now. Like Z moves
Yeah.
are like a special attack you can only use once in a battle. So it's sort of like a Mega Bracelet, except not, because it's just one move. So I think that's more balanced because Mega Pokemon are pretty busted. So
Yeah, X and Y did not have the greatest debut
no,
on the 3DS.
but yeah, the Z Bracelet looks pretty interesting. And we also got more Pokemon stuff. And
Yeah, they
yeah.
recently released more with the Raichu one,
Yeah, the Raichu one, which is it turns into a Psychic Electric type,
and
which
then
is
the Meowth, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
a Dark type.
Dark type, and a Marowak, which is Ghost and Fire.
Yeah, so I like what they're doing. It's
Yeah, I like
interesting.
I like that they're retyping these things. Like some of these Pokemon look like a lot more useful now. Vulpix or Ninetales is Ice Fairy. Like that's a pretty good type also. Like
Yeah.
it just seems like they're rebalancing Pokemon in this gen also. So that's cool. I really like it. I like the designs too.
Yeah, the designs are like the main thing I'm like concerned about. But more Pokemon news. You probably already saw it if you were interested in them. Pokemon Go update. This was causing a lot of Pokemon fans or Pokemon Go players to pretty much outrage at Niantic. So if you played the game, there was a 3-step function where it was like, yeah, these number of Pokemon are nearby. Then as you got closer, the amount of steps would decrease. And then there was just a glitch where every single Pokemon was 3 steps. And then they patched it, and then they just removed it altogether. So what was your initial reaction when you first heard about this?
I was like on vacation when they did this, so I mean, I never really used the steps anyway because they were always very glitchy. But I wasn't that bothered by it. I know a lot of people that went really hardcore in this game really were just outraged by this. They actually recently just fixed this. They have like a new system where if you're by a Pokestop, it shows older Pokemon near those like certain Pokestops.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, if you go near that Pokestop, you could click on the Pokemon, like where it says after, like where it shows this. Behind that Pokemon, it will show the Pokestop they're at. So you click on that, and then it'll show the exact location they're on.
Okay.
So yeah.
Alright, well,
So they
that's
recently
one
fixed
fix.
it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I wasn't really too concerned about it, to be honest.
Yeah, me either. I mean, like it was like Pokemon Go is not a big part of my life or anything. I mean,
yeah, we haven't gone out in a while to like do the Pokemon Go thing.
I like it, but it's just like
Yeah.
these people need to chill out.
It's just a matter of time and when we can all just like get together and do the thing. Because like also it's getting really hot out. Like it's like 90 degrees and stuff. Like
yeah,
Jesus.
I don't want to go outside, but
But yeah, they did the 2-step function, which then caused a bunch of other third-party devices like Pokevision, which was the main one that people were using to go and get around this glitch to basically shut down, which was saddening. But since you brought up the fact that they did sort of fix it a little bit,
yeah, they sort of like did what these websites were already doing. So yeah, I mean, I think now people are pretty happy with it. I'm not sure. Last time I checked was when they just first put the update on, but I think people are happy now.
Hopefully,
to be honest, I never really liked the steps anyway. They were very like vague.
Yeah, it was like, oh look, there's this Pokemon, but it's like, do I really want to go out of my way to go on a different path to find? I mean, I guess some people did, because
yeah, some of the people who are
doing
like
that.
super hardcore, like chill out.
But yeah, it's whatever to me, anyways. Honestly not surprised by this. Nintendo takes down another fan project. It was a Metroid 2 fan remake, and that's unfortunate, to be honest.
Yeah, I was seeing some gameplay of it. It looked really good, but it's still like, even though it really sucks, it's still Nintendo's property, so they do have the right to do this because it could damage their brand if it was bad, but obviously it wasn't. But Nintendo does have a right to do this. The dude who made the mod is not really mad at all, but he's still saying, like, it kind of sucks, but he still feels fulfilled that he actually completed the project anyway. You can still probably find this game in like torrent sites and like Pirate Bay.
Yeah, you
can
find it somewhere.
Yeah, you can find it somewhere. It looks very well. It's like really well made. Hopefully, like Nintendo like hires this man because that guy put some work on this thing.
Yeah.
It didn't get a cease and desist though, so I guess he's fine with that. But still, he still got taken down.
I mean, I just find it weird that like Nintendo's the only company that kind of goes out of their way to like shut down fan projects.
Yeah, it's kind of scummy.
Yeah, especially since like most of them that they've like shut down, like I believe like Mario 64 HD got shut down or something like that. I remember seeing footage of that.
The Legend of Zelda fan game, right? The 3D one. It was supposed to be like Legend of Zelda 1, but in like 3D. That got like shut down really quickly. Just like, I don't know, it's kind of dumb, but whatever. Like they have the right
to do it, so
they have the right, but it's like, is it right though? Like I know a lot of other companies.
They can do it, but should they do it?
Yeah, like I know a lot of other companies let it slide because it's like, oh, that's cool. A fan did this. That's awesome.
It's like they love our game so much they decided to do that. That's cool.
But Nintendo's just like, nope, and then just like take it down.
They're like, no, they could just be playing it on our eShop, the original.
Yeah, even though the original is like the Game Boy. Like,
yeah,
so
I'm pretty sure they looked at it much more from a business perspective because they're like they could just play it on the virtual console where they can purchase it and we can make some money, Yeah. But I don't think that really changes it because there's still like emulators and stuff.
Oh, and this was also like during Metroid's 30th anniversary.
Yeah, he released it for Metroid's 30th anniversary.
And then it got taken down.
I don't think Nintendo has said anything about the 30th anniversary. I don't think so. Maybe like on Twitter or something.
They don't care.
But, yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Really, really unfortunate. But, they have the right to do it, so it's like unfortunate, but, stuff happens, basically. That's basically the risk you take whenever you do something Nintendo related. Whether it's like YouTube or like a fan project.
I mean, it really sucks because it's like, come on.
Yeah, it looked really good too. So you know, it's not like it was a bad thing, mind you. So, yeah. Anyways, moving on. The Luke Cage Netflix original series finally got a real trailer, not just like a little teaser thing. And yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, it looks good. I still need to
watch
everything
else. Just like everything else Marvel does.
Yeah, I still need to watch Daredevil and Jessica Jones and all that, but it looks good. I know he appeared in Jessica Jones, right? Wasn't he there? Luke Cage?
I'm not exactly sure,
I think
but
he was.
Yeah. Netflix is pretty much gonna be rolling in dough like soon, to be honest, because they have so many great things coming up for their program, I guess, if you can say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Netflix has been doing really well with original, things like Stranger Things, everything else. Because, I think Netflix is really evolving from just showing you movies. Because right now Netflix sucks for movies. Like, I can't find anything on Netflix. But in terms of shows and original content, they're doing really well, and it's still worth the subscription.
Yeah, what is it, like, still under $20 a month?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
The only things you need in life is like Amazon Prime and this, and then you're fine.
Yeah. But it costs money.
But, it does cost money.
I'll probably try to watch it when it does come out, because I do like to, whenever I could watch it on Netflix, I'll just binge watch it. That's like what I did with Breaking Bad, The Walking Dead.
Yeah, because they released all the episodes at once, so.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy to just sit down and watch it. That's probably what I'll do when I get around to Stranger Things.
Yeah, I want to watch it.
I heard it was really good. So, yeah, there is that. New Nintendo Select titles. I was not expecting this, but this was really nice. Yeah, honestly. So, the titles that they have is 3DS, Nintendogs, Animal Crossing, City Folk, or New Leaf, I meant.
Yeah, New Leaf, yeah.
Luigi's Mansion 2, Tomodachi Life, the Lego City game, and then they also have the Lego City game on Wii U, Nintendo Land, and Zelda Wind Waker. And then they have these Amiibo bundles, which is interesting. I mean, the Captain Toad ones, pretty good. And then they have 2 Mario Party 10 ones with Peach and Bowser, and then 2 Yoshi's Woolly World ones with the blue and pink Yoshi, which will go $40 each. So I think that these are pretty good. Will you be picking up any of these? Because I know I will.
Yeah, you should get Wind Waker.
I already have Wind Waker. I
you
downloaded
do?
it.
Oh, alright, well, you gotta buy it. I might buy the Yoshi one.
Yeah, that's a pretty good price. $40 plus you get an amiibo.
Maybe, Captain Toad might not be worth it, but I think I have.
Yeah,
Toad
I don't think. Yeah, I already have the Toad amiibo, so I'm like, I'll just wait for the game to go lower in price.
Yeah,
but I'm definitely gonna get Luigi's Mansion 2 because I still haven't picked that up, and $20, that's a really good deal. So there's that. Moving on to the next piece of news. I just found this one on Twitter. Like, I was just on Twitter, then someone retweeted it. Parappa the Rapper. There's actually an anime that's gonna air on August 18th.
Here we go. Best anime.
Oh my god. This honestly came out of nowhere because when was the last time we heard about Parappa the Rapper?
I don't know. Early PS
forever.
Yeah,
it's been forever. The last thing he was in was PlayStation All Stars.
Oh yeah.
Which didn't do so good.
I forgot about that game.
And I'm pretty sure when people saw him in that game, they were like, they're making a 3rd game, guys, or some sort of conspiracy theory. But this show, I'm not exactly sure if it's gonna revolve around Parappa or the PJ Barry, because I think that's what the first episode is gonna be on. Not exactly sure, but Parappa or whatever, he's in some sort of weird outfit, not his normal attire. I don't know what he's doing. It looks like he's working at some fruit place or something.
He's having a good time. He has to pay the bills too. He can't just rap.
But I don't know. We'll just have to go and see if it does even continue after this first pilot. I don't know. Maybe it's just a weird piece of news.
It could be a one-off thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it also could be, but it's an anime. But we shall see when it does air on August 18th. So now moving on, I believe we're gonna talk about games we've been playing, and then we're gonna do NX predictions. Or do you want to do that first?
We could do the NX stuff first.
All right. So when the NX does launch in early 2017, what are the games you want to launch other than Zelda?
Okay.
That'll basically give you a reason to go and buy it and not just wait off.
I would maybe. I want a new 3D Mario game, right, for launch. I do want a new 3D Mario game.
Would you like a sequel or a whole new one? I want
a whole new one. I think I love Galaxy and Galaxy 2, but I think it's time to move on from that and into a new thing. And that'll be great. Because 3D World was good, but it did felt a lot more like a 2D Mario game than anything.
Yeah, it felt. I mean, it was really good, but it felt more like Super Mario 3D Land, but just better, I guess.
Yeah. In terms of a launch window, I would like to see a Metroid game. That would be nice. Maybe not for launch. Maybe a 3D Mario game might be all it needs, and Breath of the Wild port. But yeah, maybe in some time during the next month, a new Metroid game comes out. That'd be good too. That's really all they need is a 3D Mario game, Zelda, and maybe Metroid, and I think that thing would sell. Oh, and a port of Smash 4.
Smash Bros.
Yeah, Smash 4.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, so I can agree with all that, but I want Pikmin 4.
Oh, right. I forgot
about
Pikmin 4.
That's what I want.
That's a good one.
Because they talked about that a while ago, and Miyamoto was like, yeah, it's almost done, and then we never heard about it, and he's like, you know what, it's been on the back burner for a while. I'm like, oh my god. But hopefully it's a launch window game. If it could launch with the NX, that would be awesome, because I love Pikmin. But, a Metroid game, I highly doubt that would even happen, but right. If they do decide to bring it out, I think a lot of people that are Metroid fans will definitely just support that game right away, just so Nintendo knows, just by looking at the profits that are coming in from that Metroid game, if it does even happen. that people still want, Metroid games that are not Federation Force. So
yeah, and Other M came out on like 2012 or something. I can't remember when Other M came out, but it's been a while.
yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So, but any other titles that I would like, just don't pull a Wii U and be like, yeah, it's like the largest launch whatever we had, and then it's all freaking third-party titles that were on Xbox 360 and PS3, because at that point a lot of people already bought those games or have no interest in them, because this is how I put it, a lot of people that just play Nintendo games exclusively have a different taste in games, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, like, I really like story-driven games and like strategy games and stuff like that. I've really grown to love those as I grew up. But Nintendo is mostly about, good mechanics, which I also appreciate a lot and stuff. But like, sometimes it's just like, what was the game? Paper Mario Sticker Star, right? Miyamoto was straight up said like, oh, this game shouldn't have a story, like screw the story. I'm like, why? What? It's an RPG, and let's take our own RPG mechanics too. I'm like, then what is it? It's nothing. Like, that's the point where I'm like, all right, Nintendo, or Miyamoto, that is, you gotta chill out with your like views on gaming, because you gotta change too. It's like saying if Disney just stuck with like old movies like Cinderella or something the whole time, and not revolve into like Zootopia or something. It would be awful. But just saying, Nintendo does need to evolve, and I think Breath of the Wild really does show that evolution in Nintendo. Like, they could do stuff like a weird Witcher.
Yeah, dude, it's an open world game, and you could literally get to the final boss in, I believe, like the first hour if you wanted to, but you probably die.
Yeah, you'll probably get wrecked. But it's nice to see Nintendo like evolve with everyone else. And hopefully the NX really shows that, but we just need more details, obviously.
We just need to wait and see what they have in store. But, all I want is Mario, Zelda, and Pikmin around the launch of the NX. So then I may consider on buying it a little more. Because right now it's like, I don't know what the hell it's going to be. Because still have no official information on it. It's all been rumors and speculation thus far, so...
I mean, hopefully... Because I thought the Wii U... I mean, the Wii U is a pretty good system now, but it's nowhere near as good as, like, 3DS or anything. Because 3DS had an awful launch, too, but then it turned around to be one of, like, the best consoles ever. Like, I'll probably place it second besides, like, my PC, but, the Wii U just never lived up to that.
If you own a 3DS, there's a crap ton of games on there.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
so
there's
many
so
good games.
many. So many games. There's, like... so many different genres you could go get into, like RPGs, platformers, rhythm-based games are there too. Like, and then the Wii U, it's slowly catching up. It doesn't necessarily have everything, but if you like Nintendo, there's pretty much enough titles for you on there for you to enjoy.
Yeah, I think now, like, actually, maybe after the NX, when the Wii U's really gain heavy price drops, I'll say get a Wii U, because I don't know if the NX is gonna be backwards compatible or not. But if it isn't, then you should get Wii U.
Oh my god, what happened to consoles being backwards compatible?
Yeah,
man?
I mean, Nintendo was the only one good at that, but they might drop it because the NX might be cartridge based or whatever, so we don't know.
Oh my god, I love backwards compatibility.
Yeah,
it gave you another reason to go and buy the console.
Yeah, and you could like trade in your old system and just like there you go. But
save some money. But moving on, I think we're going to talk about games we've been playing recently, then we're going to close out the show with some Steven Universe discussion. So, what have you been playing, Damian?
I've been playing, oh yeah, Life is Strange, which is a, sort of like a Telltale game, story-based game, point and click and stuff. It's really good.
Liking it?
Yeah, it's really, really good. The first half of episode 1 is a bit cringy, because, it's just like, high school, blah. But then, stuff starts like, whoa, what's going on, man? It reminds me of, like, Persona a bit, where it's, like, mystery and crap, and I really do like that. There's a really unique mechanic, too, where you're able to, like, reverse time a little bit. So you're able to see a decision you made, right? And if you're like, oh, that's a horrible decision, why did I do that? You can just rewind, and then you can just see how the other part plays out. So I really do like that. That's really awesome. And, it's just a really good game. It's starting to grow on me. I really like it a lot. The climax of episode 2 is, like, super tense, and I almost had a heart attack, but...
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like, Jesus Christ. God.
I'll probably wait for the next Steam sale to pick it up.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Episode 1 is free. I didn't know that. But yeah, episode 1 is free. The full game is like I don't know how much the full game is. Like all
It's
the
probably
episodes.
like 20.
Yeah, I think it's like
or
20,
something like
but
that.
on sale it's probably like 10. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got like I think the characters are pretty relatable and stuff. So yeah, it's good. It's a good game. I can't really say much because it'll spoil everything, but
Yeah.
it's a good game. I really do like it. The only thing I heard that the ending does devolve into only like 2 choices, so that kind of sucks. But
Oh no.
I'll probably beat it by the time of the next podcast and let you guys know if it's like good or not. But right now I'm really enjoying it. I do like it a lot.
Anything else?
Not really actually. I don't think so.
All right. Well, I know that we played some Overwatch.
Oh yeah, Overwatch. Overwatch is.
I mean, like
game.
Overwatch is still fun.
Oh yeah, they released.
I mean, like at times.
Yeah, they had the Summer Games thing, and that's raised
Yeah.
a bit of
New
controversy.
Shield Ball.
Yeah, because the new Summer Game skins, right? You can't buy them with in-game currency.
You have to get the summer boxes, right?
Yeah, you have to buy the summer boxes, and a lot of people are very annoyed with that, which is rightfully so. That's dumb. And the main game director basically said, we want these skins to feel special and stuff, but it's like, you're also like dicking over like a lot of your player base by like saying that. I mean,
they're just saying that as they pocket their money.
yeah, I mean, I bought 11 of them, which is like $10. And I got like all legendaries from them, and I got all the summer game legendary skins.
Okay.
So I'm not that mad, but
So assuming from your luck,
yeah, my luck was pretty
you pretty
good.
much get a legendary.
Yeah, but
for
I
each
heard
one.
I thought they like upped the legendary rate because I'm like, how am I getting so many legendaries? But they didn't, because a lot of people just said they bought like 50 and didn't get anything. So I'm like,
Oh,
oh.
shit.
So I just got extremely
Unlucky.
lucky. So it could be a time like 'cause I thought these skins were all right, but if they release like Halloween like loot boxes into something I really want and I just can't get it, then I'm gonna get mad because I'm like, oh, why can't I just buy this with gold? So hopefully they do fix that. Also, I guess we didn't talk about the new short, right? That Blizzard was gonna do, because Blizzard is gonna be in Gamescom and they're gonna show a new like Bastion.
Oh yeah,
short.
the Bastion short
Yeah.
that they're gonna do.
So that's cool.
I'm just curious on exactly how they're gonna devolve Bastion's
It's
backstory.
gonna be like Wally. There's no talking.
Because every single game he's in, it's like cancer. God damn it!
Yeah.
It's either like he's really annoying or he's really bad.
Yeah, it's never in between. You can't just be an alright Bastion.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, it's very good. What you been doing, man?
All right. Got demoted all the way to the D5, which is depressing.
Got him.
I'm working my way back up. Don't worry. I finished DMC Devil May Cry.
The new one. Yeah.
Yeah, the new one. I love the gameplay. The gameplay is really fun because you don't have to buy like weapons or guns or anything like that. They just give it to you as you play more, which
That's
is
nice.
really nice.
Yeah.
And the only thing you buy is like upgrades for like Dante and his weapons and stuff, and like items if you need to go and buy like a health potion that you need to use like mid fight or something like that. But yeah, it's a fun game. I'll do a review on it next week, hopefully, if I get that done. But anything else? I restarted Tearaway Unfolded again, and when I went to my original save file, I was like, what am I doing? How do I control this character? Like, I was so lost. Like, I completely forgot how to control like anything other than like moving and jumping. So I was like, all right, I'll just like restart it. And yeah, I'm trying to try to get to where I was before, which was very close to the end. But I just want to go back, redo those levels, and then just be back where I was before. So I'm not just like wandering around mindlessly, not knowing what the hell I'm supposed to do. So anything else? I've been playing Fire Emblem Fates.
Oh, all right.
Been trying to finish that game. I mean, it's been mainly like in between like League and stuff. But yeah, it's a really fun game. Still loving it. I think I'm gonna like turn off the 3D animation so I can like move a little bit faster.
Oh yeah, I might do that as well.
Yeah, like I literally just like skip all of them because it's like whatever to me at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like the main reason I didn't even finish Birthright yet is because I just finished Awakening, then I went right into Fate, so I got a little burnt out. So
yeah,
because Fate's, I mean, Awakening is pretty long. It was like 40-something hours, I think, for me.
It's pretty long.
So yeah, I got kind of burnt out after like playing like 15 hours straight of Fate. So I'm like, all right, I need to take a break from Fire Emblem, even though I love the game, but just
yeah, but forget where I am now. I'm not exactly sure if I'm caught up. I'm definitely not caught up to where I was before, but if someone dies and they're like really strong, I just restart. Because like before, like my first playthrough, I'm just like whatever. And then I later down the road, I'm like, I wish I had an archer, and then I don't have any.
I always restart. Like if someone dies, it's just how the game works.
Yeah, now I'm playing it a little bit more smarter. I would.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
so.
rush in at all. I don't know how you play, but I just like keep all my knights in the front and all that.
If I'm going to split like two groups, I'm like gonna be cautious on what I do. Like I'm gonna make sure that I'm not in the enemy's range of fire and stuff like that. So, but I've been trying to keep as many people alive as possible, so then when I get later into the game, I don't struggle as hard as I did before. But have I been playing anything else? I don't think so. But
I guess I could talk about Suicide Squad because I forgot I watched that movie.
Oh yeah. How did you think of it?
The
common I guess opinion is that it's okay.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
I agree with it's okay. Like I thought since there's so many characters they have to introduce and stuff, the first hour is just straight up like just mess.
Plot,
yeah,
just like character development,
like
trying to make you feel for these characters.
Yeah, like I'm like, all right, that's a lot of stuff. Also, the main villain isn't that interesting. The Enchantress is not really that interesting at all. Just ancient evil person, blah blah blah. But when they do start fighting and talking to each other, it's really good, and that's what the second half of the movie is really good because they start fighting and stuff. And yeah, I mean, I thought it was okay. It's not the best thing ever, but it's not the worst thing ever.
Would you recommend me go out and see it?
I'll wait until it's like on like something else, like Blu-ray or something. Not even Blu-ray. I don't fucking know. It's just like if you ever see
just wait for it.
You wait for it on like TV or something. If it ever shows up on TV, it's like I only spend like an hour on this or 2 hours on this. It's also pretty long, actually. I think it was like 2 hours and like 15 minutes. I think it's pretty long.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I think I really do like Will Smith as Deadshot and Harley Quinn. They were really good. The other characters just felt like they were there. So,
including the Joker. I heard the
Joker. The Joker is weird. I'm very mixed about him. Like, I feel like he's trying too hard, but also just like I don't know. He feels because he doesn't feel like the Joker. He feels more like a mob boss. And I know some people like that, but I feel like he doesn't feel like the Joker. It's really weird. I was trying to talk to my brother about this, but it's very weird how I feel about him. I'm not sure if I like him because nothing could top the Dark Knight, right? Dark Knight.
Yeah,
Joker.
it's super hard to top.
Because they got
Ledger's performance.
He got that role down, but this Joker is just like it's okay. That's the whole movie. It's okay.
But alright, so I guess we could talk about Steven Universe for 10-20 minutes or so. We'll see exactly on how long we'll go. But alright, so Steven Universe from I believe August 1st, which was Gem Hunt.
Okay.
We're just gonna talk about some of the episodes. So out of these episodes, which one's your favorite? Because I think Bismuth is like the best one.
Yeah, I'll say Bismuth is probably my favorite one.
Because that one was like, oh my god, a new gem, and then they like immediately destroyed her.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of knew she was gonna get destroyed because guest voice actor and all, but it still really got to me. I'm like, oh Jesus. It was good.
Like, she just wanted to kill gems because that's what she thought was right. And obviously that wasn't the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But do you think she'll make a return? Or do you think
she might. Because they bubbled her in the other place. So.
Yeah, I feel like she might if they need to, bring her out and, like, fight. Who's, like, the main, like, super bad guy that they need to...
Yellow Diamond?
Yellow Diamond. If they just all in on Earth.
All in on Earth.
Yeah, basically just like all in on Earth.
Yeah, they might just like unbubble
bring her back.
Yeah.
But Bismuth was pretty good. I think the whole like beta Earthling back to Moon and bubbled was interesting.
Yeah, it was really cool to see, Pink Diamond and all that stuff explained because I didn't know what that was for the longest time.
Yeah.
What Beta was, they poofed Jasper, right, because she got corrupted. Went back to the moon. Steven's like, oh no, my mom killed people. And then he got upset. And then he got into a bubble.
Yeah, and then he messed up.
Yeah, he blasted himself out of the airlock because, he's trying to kill the rubies and then he got blasted.
Oh my god, that one ruby that straight up tried to kill him.
Yeah, straight up tried to kill him. I'm like, hello? Don't kill my boy. And then it ended with him returning to the Crystal Gems, and it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that last scene was really good from Bubbled. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a really good scene. But any other episode? I thought Steven versus Amethyst was interesting.
Yeah, I do like to give Amethyst more character development because I thought she was one of the weaker.
Yeah, I just loved her like entire arc with her trying to deal with her not being as good as Jasper.
Yeah, because I mean she's not as good as any like soldier gem that was made apparently, but yeah, I think her arc was really good. I thought they touched on some good stuff and made her a more interesting character. Because Pearl and Garnet got a lot of character development, even like Lapis,
especially
and
Garnet.
Yeah, so it's like she was like the only gem that really needed stuff, and I feel like this episode really, actually this whole like series of episodes really solidified Steven and Amethyst's relationship as well, because they fused and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, and that was good. I always thought Steven was gonna fuse with her anyway first, but it was good to see that their relationship is growing.
Yep. But all right. So out of all of these season 3 episodes, other than Bismuth, which other episode was your favorite?
Mr. Greg was my
yes,
favorite.
Mr. Greg. I would agree to that
because I feel like it does everything that this show does really well. Like the singing, the animation was really good in that episode too. And since like, I like when there's an action scene, obviously, because it's awesome. But I feel like they do the singing and stuff better.
Yeah, like this was a different episode to what they were doing before, but I thought that they did it pretty well because it explained what Pearl and Greg, like their relationship in the past, and on how it pretty much, I would say, sort of fixed it. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, I'll say the relationship is like fixed because Pearl was like feeling like super crap about Rose and stuff and that and Greg and stuff. So I feel like this episode, like, even though I wish the episode was longer and maybe like had a little more talking bits, so they really like, okay, this is not a problem anymore. But
really got down to it.
Yeah, but I feel like it was powerful enough to really make it so it's like, okay, this is fixed. We could leave this arc behind now, and Pearl isn't like salty about Greg anymore. So yeah, but I did like it a lot. I think It's Over, Isn't It? It's like my favorite song from the whole show now. I really like it. And yeah, it has the best animation probably with the Pearl rotating and crap. That was really good.
Now, I didn't realize this, but season 4 started.
Yeah, season 4 started with
yesterday, so.
Yeah, so now, because Bubble was the season finale for season 3. So now we're up to season 4. And I have
honestly did not feel like a season finale to me.
It felt better than season 2's. Season 2's was just log date 7/15/2. I'm like, all right, that's cool, I guess. This one felt a little more appropriate because it did have that ending from Bubble, and I thought that was like, okay, I could see how that's a season finale, but it's not as good as Jailbreak or Return, but still.
Yeah. But today's episode's gonna be some.
Know Your Fusion. Yeah.
Yeah.
I already saw it. It's on YouTube, but whatever.
Lol.
Yeah, I'm bad. I watch things. I can't watch it on TV, so I just watch it on the internet. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll watch it later. It's alright. But I just hope that the show just keeps getting better and better. Hopefully we see the climax, and like I hope that the show just doesn't like keep dragging on.
I could see it like. It probably needs a season to defeat, because it's going to be like 3 diamonds.
Yeah.
So probably this one.
I wouldn't mind a season 5.
Well, yeah. But there's no. So the show's doing well, right? Like the show isn't going to get canceled anytime soon. But
I'm like just looking at these freaking goddamn Wikipedia numbers, just like plus 1 million viewers.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy. And I think the Bismuth video or the Bismuth episode had 2.15 million. So
it's
the show's doing well.
But there is no renewal for season 6 or anything. It's just at season 5 right now. So I don't know if it's gonna end on season 5 or not until we hear if it gets renewed or not.
If it ends on season 5, I'll be fine with that. Honestly, I'd much rather have a show end properly than just keep dragging on.
Well,
forever.
yeah, me too. Like that's why I love Avatar so much and stuff, because it ended really well. But I also wouldn't mind it going to at least season 6 or something, since the episodes are a lot shorter.
as long as they can explain and have a good story to go along with it. I guess.
Yeah, because I don't want to
to
feel like they defeat the diamonds too easily. Like I want a season for at least each.
Yeah,
diamond.
I want this to be a war. Basically.
Yeah, because there's 3 diamonds. There's blue, white, and yellow, right? So they're probably gonna have to fight yellow diamond this season, blue diamond next season, then white diamond the last season. So I think that's how it's gonna work out. I don't know, but that's how I like it to play out. But let's see.
That's just how you play it out in your mind.
It should though.
But yeah, Steven Universe is pretty good. Obviously, if you were listening to that, you watched it or you didn't or accepted spoilers or whatever.
Oh yeah, I forgot about sorry.
Lol. I'll put something.
Alright, because I just like explain a lot of stuff. So
yeah, and like a sound effect or whatever, so then they know. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to the Two Players Podcast. Once again, we will see you guys 2 weeks from now, and yeah. We'll see you guys then.
Later.